Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 1074th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 839,040 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number includes 1,430 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 9 tanks, 22 armored combat vehicles, 48 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket system, 121 drones, 77 vehicles and 1 piece of special equipment. In the last 24 hours the Russians launched 104 combat clashes and carried out 34 airstrikes, including 39 guided bombs on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 739 kamikaze drones and carried out around 4,500 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War, the United Kingdom, Finland, and Czechia announced several immediate and longer-term military assistance packages for Ukraine on January 31st. Russian forces are expanding their salient north of Kupiansk as part of long-term operational efforts to push Ukrainian forces from the east bank of the Oskil River. Elements of the 6th Combined Arms Army are reportedly leading the Russian effort to expand the salient north of Kupiansk. Elements of the Russian 1st Guards Tank Army are also participating in the envelopment of Kupiansk and are attempting to advance east of Kupiansk and to expand the Russian salient south of Kupiansk near Krylyakivka, likely in order to prepare for advances south of Kupiansk, cross the Oskil River, and pressure Borova. Russian forces appear to be developing and disseminating a doctrinal method for advances throughout the theater that aims to conduct slow envelopments of frontline towns and settlements at a scale that is reasonable for Russian forces to conclude before culminating. The Russian military command has shown that it is willing to commit to operations that could take 6 to 9 months to conclude. Russian commanders are likely operating under the assumption or direct knowledge that Russian President Vladimir Putin does not intend to end the war in Ukraine in the near future. This Russian offensive method is bringing about slow operational maneuver on the battlefield, but these envelopments require significant planning, foresight, manpower, and equipment and do not restore rapid, mechanized maneuver to the battlefield. Russian forces are also intensifying their efforts to close the remaining Ukrainian pocket west of Kurakov. Moldovan and Transnistrian authorities agreed to accept a European Union package that includes funding for gas purchases for Transnistria, further limiting Russia's economic influence over the pro-Russian breakaway republic. Ukrainian forces struck a Russian oil refinery in Volgograd Oblast amid continued strikes against Russian energy and defense industrial infrastructure. Russian forces recently advanced near Kupiansk, Lyman, Toretsk, Pokrovsk, and Kurakov. Western and Ukrainian officials continue to report that North Korean forces have withdrawn from frontline positions in Kursk Oblast. In President Zelensky's nightly address, he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, rescue efforts after deadly strikes. Emergency teams continue search and rescue operations in Poltava following a Russian attack, with 8 confirmed fatalities and many still trapped under rubble. Other regions, including Kharkiv, Dnipro, and Odessa, also suffered strikes, damaging historic landmarks and even affecting foreign diplomats. Secondly, call for stronger sanctions on Russia. President Zelensky emphasized that Russia's missile and drone capabilities rely on foreign-made components, urging the international community to enforce tougher sanctions. He called for accountability for those aiding Russia's war efforts and supplying its defense industry. Lastly, strengthening air defenses. Ukraine is working to secure additional resources and partnerships to enhance its air defense systems. President Zelensky stressed that protecting civilians from missile and drone strikes is a top priority, urging global allies to intensify pressure on Russia to force a path toward real peace. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.